Thanks for staying with us here on Breakfast Central. We do have our in-house analyst joining us, international, definitely journalist of repute, Mr. Habib Aruna. Thank you so much for being here.
Good morning.
Welcome, Mr. Habib.
Good morning.
It's a pleasure to have you.
Good morning. Good morning, viewers.
Let's go straight to our papers without further ado, because we do not have any more time to waste. Leadership is where we're going to. The front page of the Leadership newspaper happens to be our very first paper this morning. U.S.-Israel war on Iran. Evacuation of Nigerians not feasible because of missiles. The federal government says. That's what they say. Video of attempted poisoning of Tinubu fake, according to presidency. President of Botswana points Akinwole, but there's a lot of story, but let's just go straight to the big one. 2027 elections will be Nigeria's best, Amubiton says. Yesterday, there was a form of town hall by the civil society organizations of Nigeria. They invited who is who. I was expecting to see the president there, but he didn't make it. He wasn't there. I don't know if an invitation was extended to him, but you had Mr. Peter Obi there. You had the ADC chairman, a former senator, and a former Senate president, the INEC boss, where he made the statement that INEC is ready for 2027 to be the best by God's grace. I don't know what's your take on that.
That God's grace should be removed. Because it's giving. Most religions don't base their work.
It's not based on inshallah.
The name of God is not man. God is giving. God is here for all of us. But in some papers too, in the paper it was reported that the man said it's not 100% guaranteed. Yes, check some papers this morning.
Yes.
So it's either here or there. There's no election that is perfect anywhere in the world. Even in the most advanced America. It's only UK that I think we can say we have perfect elections. Most things in the UK, it's more like perfect. Whereas in UK, that's why you see independent agencies. We have agencies that are operating without the control, of the executive. But in the US, that is not the case. Look at this FCM file, for example. There are many people that have been punished for it. But in America, you see the executive overbearing, controlling the Justice Department, not let them to really do their work.
But there are good examples we can compare our democracy with. We don't necessarily have to use some of the Warsaw 20 examples.
Anytime Benga hears US like this,
he's using America
rise up
as a
the rising sun.
He's using America as a get out of jail free card for Nigeria.
The whole world is looking forward to this next elections in January. So we are looking forward to see how prepared INEC is. And the basis of that fear and reservation is the electoral act that was just passed by the president.
We had a conversation with the former resident electoral commissioner, Mr. Festus Okoye, who was in charge of voter education this morning. And he said something quite instructive that, it's the people at the end of the day. You can have laws, you can have systems, that is Nigerians that will determine, and the political class, and how we conduct ourselves. If the elections will be free and fair, you can bring in technology. At the end of the day, you still have the human factor. How important is that?
In addition to what Benga said, he also said that, in fact, we have been able to conduct an excellent election, even with the 2022 Electoral Act, pre the amendment.
If people act right.
I think I agree with Okoye. Okoye is a signed lawyer. When I was expelled from university, would have saved me from being expelled. It was Kaduna, we were in Kano.
You have a friendship.
No, we're very close.
So are you agreeing because of the friendship, or you are agreeing to the merit of his argument?
When it was 9-neck, it was very credible.
Thorough.
It was thorough and credible. And election they conducted, when it was there, from all indications, if you lose the parameters, it was relatively free and fair. Relatively free and fair.
Maybe the by-elections.
Which one?
No, Okoye. When it was there, was that the commissioner?
That's the 2023 general election.
2023. Maybe the by-elections before the president.
Before the general elections. There are elections that were held.
The staggered elections.
Off-cycle elections.
We work under Jega before.
Jega,
Before that professor, that last one. That was a failure.
But you know that Nigerians are judging largely the success of that election largely based on the gubernatorial, the presidency, and the other ones. So like these are the major markers that Nigerians are using to judge. And from a lot of indication, that doesn't seem to show that they are thoroughly pleased. We'll come back to that if we have time. Let's quickly touch on the US-Israel war on Iran. Evacuations of Nigerians not feasible because of missiles, the federal government says. The IGP orders strict surveillance. Comprehensive coverages, of course, are obvious. You can see the people who have had to bear collateral damage: Qatar, UAE, Bahrain. They're Nigerians trapped there. I have family in the UAE. I was on call with my sister at 5 a.m. So there are many Nigerians who are there. There are those who are trapped there, who went there to visit. Is this time to maybe bring up the conversation of how we can get them out? You know, what are your thoughts on how we're handling this?
What can Madam Abike Dabiri do?
That's a fine question. Were we prepared for any emergency? There was a build-up. It's been going on for the past 2 weeks now. And if you can't predict America, there have been build-ups showing to you that they may strike. And it did. Were we prepared?
But the Iranians were also warning that if they strike them, they will hit countries that host American bases.
I'm coming to that. You see, countries like UAE were prepared. Just this morning, on their Twitter, on X, 22,000 tourists have been given free hotel accommodation.
And the government
everything free.
Yeah.
Food, everything. I'm telling you that till your flight will be ready, take care of yourself. And they've told the hotels, send a bill to the Emirates. They were prepared. Nigeria was not prepared. We had never been prepared for this kind of thing. Even though we were just at the mercy of anything that happened. We are not prepared. There is no any day-to-day briefing. But the Ministry of Foreign Affairs or what Nigeria should do in case of any strike.
They said they should. They issued a statement.
So we're not left at the mercy
X.
of any of those countries.
No,
That's my question now. To your question.
Yes.
You see, America have been trying to deal with Iran.
Why?
America have been pushed. To me, there's no any direct threat to America by Iran.
Maybe since that 1970 fallout.
No, but there's a direct threat to Israel. A direct threat to American interest in the region because of the friends of America who are in those regions, particularly Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Qatar, UAE. These are American interests, and America has bases in those countries in case of any emergency. But Israel has been pushing America all this while to attack Iran, not to prevent them from acquiring nuclear weapons. But they succeeded in having a Trump at the White House.
So that would do their bidding.
Will be easily amenable to the dictates of the Israelis. And that's why he agreed.
But let's look at the bigger picture. Nigeria is a global...
So the world is in a big mess now. Because me and you will be paying more to buy fuel. Already they've increased fuel price.
And also...
Because it's a direct consequence to that they are facing now. So we are in that it will be close to $100 anytime from now.
But in looking at the bigger picture and how nations operate, the United Nations was set up to prevent countries from unilaterally attacking each other. Israel woke up one day and decided to bomb Iran, and that has led to, of course you expect them to defend themselves. Iran has but I want to read a statement here from Jeremy Corbyn, is the former leader of the Labour Party in the United Kingdom. He said the attacks on Iran by Israel and the United States are illegal, unprovoked, and unjustifiable. Peace and diplomacy was possible. They were negotiated. Instead, Israel and the United States chose war. Is it time that the world, what sort of world are we living in where might seems to be right? What happened to international law? So countries can just wake, so China can wake up tomorrow and take over Taiwan.
You are full of semantics.
No, it's not semantics. It's the reality of the world we live in.
I'm a student of politics, I'm a student of international politics.
So is it not hypocrisy
in fact,
for the United States?
My MSc thesis was how to prevent another war, using the Iraq war as a contest. Now, that my thesis.
So the was that Israel and the United States, by this action, are they not destabilizing the region?
does not operate like that.
No, we're not speaking about...
No, there's no morality in that. I'm not trying to tell you that.
So why do we have laws?
There's no morality in that. Now, for example, US is saying that Russia should leave Ukraine, right? And the same America is bombing Iran, and nobody's talking. Maybe today or tomorrow, there will be a Security Council meeting to caution America to restore peace, caution the parties to restore peace.
To the rest of us?
They've killed their leader.
What happens to the rest of the world?
They've killed their leader, and they're supposed to attack Iran, not on Saturday, later date. They got information that they're having a meeting, that the man is vulnerable with the core military hierarchy. They attacked.
I mean, millions of people
and they killed these people.
In Tehran and
children,
other parts of Iran.
So there's no morality there.
He died at the age of 86.
So when
he can't be hiding in a bunker.
If China attack,
when his people are being attacked,
if China attack,
he died a hero.
What is the name of this country now?
Taiwan.
What will happen?
Let's do this.
So there's no morality there.
Let's take.
That's the way the game is played.
Let's take our last paper for today, so we can quickly touch on another story. Let's take the Al Jazeera newspaper.
Against the weak.
Are we taking the Punch?
Yeah, Al Jazeera newspaper.
Okay,
Just have that to go. That's our last paper for today. On the front page of that paper, we have how NURTW foiled attempt by suspected ritualists to courier dead baby. That's a story. I don't understand that, but that you find that inside Al Jazeera. Airline operators reject FCCPC ticket price manipulation report. Narcon seeks Saudi embassy's help for smooth Hajj operation. Blackouts. Niger government to remove ministries parasitals from national grid. We just had that conversation now. It seems like the president had made a statement, as Benga alluded in one of his questions to the national chairman. If I don't give you power, don't vote for me. It's looking like power is no longer there. People are now seeking alternatives.
And then it seems like the lazy way out. You know, you can't fix the roads, you buy a Jeep. Now we're going off grid because you can't fix electricity.
The president did not say anything.
And you can't industrialize off solar.
Well, we are going green.
What's your take?
It seems we are not serious as a nation. But the last time I checked, when the president was campaigning for his election, the president said, if I don't give you power within a year, don't vote for me again. There'll be no power.
And the minister is moving around with a power bank.
My place in Agege, I know how much I spend every week to buy fuel. And this, I'm lucky, the one in Magodo. You know?
And it has implications on your business.
There's no country that can develop industrially, economically, without a stable power. So I don't know why they're not taking it serious. And when I'm sure you guys asked the ABC chairman, the man was prevaricating. There's only direct response to that question. That you power the Aso Rock.
So I like, as a veteran journalist, I like that English.
So we
that's similar to rigmaroling.
We need to be serious.
I don't know why you people are like
There's no stable power system in Nigeria you cannot develop.
It's a problem.
They should stop playing politics with it. It's a national crisis, an emergency.
Even Dangote had said it. Dangote
very
said,
true. I mean, Dangote was very passionate. He spoke about it like it's a matter of life and death.
And I still giving power to the Republic and Green Republic.
I mean,
I don't know the logic behind this. I don't know the logic.
The moment I see the minister without his power banks, then I will know that.
And I contain power in the Republic and the Republic.
Imagine that.
Yes.
Imagine that.
All right, let's just quickly take a few stories from the Punch newspaper on the front page of the Punch. 2027 polls won't be 100% perfect. INEC chair wants. That is to say, anything can happen.
No, 99%.
Perhaps.
So don't expect a miracle. That's what he said.
99%.
But Nigeria will demand we should conduct a free, fair, transparent elections. And that the election is not a day affair. The process of the election must also be transparent and credible. That is the minimum demand of Nigerians.
And he's asking for 30 billion again, 30 BG to add to the 873.
Mr. Habib Aruna, are we not putting too much pressure on INEC? Is it only INEC that conducts? I mean, Mr. Mopita, everybody's put. Is it? I mean, it's just one person.
No, if you cannot be
the security agency.
No.
The security agency is the conduct of Nigerians, political thugs.
There are many Nigerians who are qualified to be in that position. So if you cannot do it, another person will do it.
So how will he stop vote buying?
We have a duty to remind him that the election is a major indices of measuring our picture will be. In other words, if you don't have a free and fair elections, you cannot guarantee development and growth.
And in answer to
so
your
what
question,
we want from him is to make sure that the process is credible, is transparent.
I believe Nigeria should also...
In answer to your question of how will he deal with vote buying, the paper front page on the Punch says, Tinubu convenes police council today to confirm this. So congratulations, we have a new IGP, a new sheriff is in town. We expect it to not be business as usual. We want to see a change.
And the IGP is my friend.
Is your friend?
Yes.
Okay.
So I can vouch for him. I don't vouch for people on television.
And I trust you, and I know you're a man of integrity, because if he doesn't do well, you will give him, he will collect.
Can you vouch for me, Joe, and Olive?
I was RRS commander.
Okay.
When I was chief secretary. And I've monitored his trajectory. This one. It's qualified.
All right. So I guess
and he's a decent human being.
Benga is asking, can you vouch for all three of us? Can you vouch for us too?
You guys are professionals.
Thank you. I appreciate the vote of confidence.
We appreciate your voucher.
Thank you to our audience as well for staying with us. We'll be back again tomorrow. We apologize for the technical glitch on YouTube. It will be sorted, but please stay well to tune in. Jasiri continues at 10 a.m. and we'll be back tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Peace in the Middle East.
Bye.